XOXO Clarina, and welcome back for the second video in this series. If your name is Alec and you're watching this video, you need to click out right now because I already told you that you can't be watching this. This is your Valentine's present for this year, so just click away, go away. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little explosion box, and there are tons of other videos on YouTube, on the internet, how to do these. I will link some of the ones that I've looked at before below. I'm going to kind of share my insight and things that I learned with this project because we all have different tips and tricks that we learn when we're doing projects that we've seen somewhere else. Another thing about this project is it's super cheap. You pretty much just need paper, and then I printed some photos which run out to about less than $5, maybe less than $3, and it just looks really cute, and it's a really special gift to get, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'll just take this little bow off, and I made the lid myself. It doesn't look that great. I might try to make another one, but basically what happens is you lift the lid off. Ooh. And on top I just have some screenshots of really sweet things that I've said to Alec in a text before, so he can see that first and read it, kind of like a card. Then you have these boxes that are literally ready to explode. That's why it's called an explosion box, and they just do that. So basically, that whole thing is folded up into a little box, but when it gets unfolded, I have pictures on all the sides, and it reads, "Happy Valentine's Day." I thought this was a really cool project. I've always wanted to do one of these, and it was really exciting when I got the chance to. It's something that you can use for different types of gifts, not just for your boyfriend, for your mom, your dad, and fill it with photos, little notes on the side, basically whatever you want to put there. You can really make this project your own because it's so creative and craftsy. Basically, after it's been exploded, you just fold it back up like this. So you put these two in, and you fold it to this one, and hold those, fold it over to this one, hold those, fold it over to this one until you're all the way to the center, and then you do the same for the other side till it comes back into a little box. Then you can just put the lid back on. So this project is simply made out of paper. First thing that you're going to do is take your piece of paper and divide it into 12 squares. So I just measured the top of my paper, and you're going to have to cut off a little bit of excess on the sides. But this way each square will be perfectly even. If you have any excess that is on the landscape side, you do not need to cut that off. But if you have excess that is on the portrait side, you will want to cut that excess off. After you've done that, you're going to make marks so that you can see the squares, and I suggest doing this in pencil because this will be the final paper that you're using. Now you can erase it later or just make the marks really light, and I used a ruler to do this just to make sure that everything is the right shape. Then you are going to make cuts along these lines, and I'll show you right here. So you do not want to cut all the way through the paper, but just one cut on each side. After you've done that, you pretty much have the entire concept of the project. You can fold it in just like so, and it can fold in either direction. You can leave your little explosion box just as one side, or you can make multiple of this same template, and you basically just tape them together. So there's literally no extra steps. I literally did the exact same thing. I just used 4 separate pieces of paper, and then I taped them each together. The only thing I would warn you of is that when you're taping them together, make sure that the ones that are curling in this way will be on this side, and the ones that will be curling on this way will be on this side. That way they'll curl in towards each other. And if you tape it the wrong way, it's not going to be the end of the world. You can just fold the paper the other way, and it will comply with you. Making the lid is super easy. So you basically trace out the box, the rectangle that you want to be for the lid, and you just give it about ½ an inch on each side, and that's going to be how long the lip is. From there, you cut out each edge like so, and then you just fold it over to the other side and tape it, and you're set. Alright, to print the photos, I had a little trick because you don't want to print out 4 wallets of a photo that you only want to see once. So I basically went through my photos and I used this website, photojoiner.net. That's PHOTOJOINER joiner.net. With Photo Joiner, it's basically a free collage website, and it doesn't put a little brand on the bottom, so I just use the square one, and I put each image in each of the squares. From there, I uploaded those images onto Target Photo, and I just sent it to my nearest store. The thing that you have to be careful with Target is when you are uploading it, it will zoom the photos in so that you can't see all 4 photos. What you need to do is go into crop, and you just fit it to the page, so that way you're going to have a little bit of excess white on the top and bottom, but you will have the full 4 photos. That way you can cut them all into equal squares. That's pretty much it for my tips and tricks. As you saw, I just wrote that Happy Valentine's Day. You can add as many pieces of paper as you want, so you have more boxes than me if you want to do more words, or less if you want to have less. I will warn you of one thing: the more that you get, it's a lot harder to roll in, and the papers kind of start to bend, which is fine. You just want to be able to take that into account and maybe make some of your squares that are towards the middle longer, so that when this gigantic thing of like 4 rolled papers together comes down, it will still fit. Alright, so you can add any kind of decorations to the outside of the box: bows, ribbons, hearts, a message on the top, and on the inside you don't just have to put photos where I did. You can write little notes and tape them there. You can cut out hearts or shapes and tape them there. This is a project to really make your own and do whatever you want with, and it's going to be really personalized and special to anyone who receives it. Thank you so much for watching this second video. I'm excited to share the rest of the videos that I have in this series for you. I hope that you're all having a wonderful, amazing day. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, any video ideas, things that you want to see more in my videos, just drop a comment down below and I will respond to that as soon as possible. It's great seeing you all, and see you next time.